up, guys? It is Friday morning and we are headed to Quick Trip to meet up with my buddy Taylor and Jason, and we are headed to the Ozarks this weekend. Plan is, I think we're going to hit the Frog Bayou area and White Rock, so see how things go. It's going to be the longest trip the Jeep's been on in a long time. I don't think I've taken it this far since I lifted it, but hopefully this is the first of many, so see how it goes. Our first stop on this trip was in Winslow. While we didn't see any girls or flatbed Fords, being that we were in Arkansas and not Arizona, this little town did not disappoint. Winslow, formerly known as Summit Home, is a small town in northwest Arkansas that is home to around 400 people. The town served as a stagecoach stop for many years in the early 1800s, known as the Summit Home Stop, but the town was renamed Winslow with the completion of the Winslow Tunnel in 1881, which allowed for the passage of the St. Louis-San Francisco Railway, also known as the Frisco Railway, to run through a steep section of the New Boston Mountains just outside of town. Of course, being the history buffs that we are, we had to stop and check it out. After a quick detour for fuel, we left pavement and headed towards our first camp. It was still early afternoon, but it gets dark early this time of year, so we needed to hit the trail to ensure plenty of time to make it to our first campsite before dark. After several miles of dirt road, the terrain began to get rougher and rocky, so we decided to stop and air down for a little softer ride. After winding our way through the valley and along Frog Bayou, we reach our campsite for the first night just in time to get set up and cook dinner before it gets dark. We camped alongside Frog Bayou at this beautiful waterfall. The peaceful sound of the waterfall just feet from camp was amazing to wake up to in the morning. The next morning we woke up bright and early to allow us to hit as much trail as possible throughout the day. We had breakfast and hit the trail headed towards White Rock Mountain, stopping for plenty of photo opportunities along the way. After exploring White Rock Mountain, we hit a short section of paved road on our way to check out Shores Lake. The construction of the dam for Shores Lake was started in the 1930s but was not completed until 1958. There's an established campground at the lake for those who don't want to rough it, but keep in mind that during the normal camping season the campsites in the Ozarks fill up fast, and there's no reservations, so make sure to have a backup plan if you plan on staying here. While most of this section of trail was not much more than winding gravel shelf road, it's hard to beat the views it provided looking out over the valley. Sure, it's not the shelf roads of Colorado or Utah, but the Ozarks provide their own kind of breathtaking beauty. With so much beautiful trail, the Ozarks will be a weekend destination for years to come. After stopping for a quick snack, we continued down the mountain on Morgan Mountain Road. This trail proved to be slightly more technical than the other sections of trail we'd hit so far on this trip, and of course, that made it my favorite section.
Yeah, if you're gay. I might be. If this IFS turd is making it down, you better go down it too. Oh my God, you're gay, Jason. This is pretty sketchy over here, dude. You don't want to come over here.
After winding down the mountain on Morgan Mountain Road, we made it to our camp for the second night. When talking about the Ozarks, it seems this spot's always referred to as the waterfall. It's known for its amazing scenery and deep swimming hole at the bottom of the falls. After a huge dinner of fried potatoes, deer backstrap steaks, and jalapeno cornbread prepared by Taylor, we talked around the fire until it got cold enough to drive us into bed for the night. It's crazy how it was in the mid-60s the night before and we were sitting around in t-shirts. Not 24 hours later, we were bundled up around the fire in the low 20s. The next morning, we hit the trail after a breakfast of the leftover fried potatoes from the night before. I have to say, those are some of the best taters I've ever had. It's hard to beat camp food prepared in the good old cast iron. On the way out, we ran into a small stair-step section that proved to be somewhat tough for Taylor and Jason, being they don't have lockers in their rigs. After a quick spot for proper tire placement, we got them up it with no problem and continued on down the trail. After making it back to the main gravel road, we stopped for one more scenic view from the top of the hill and aired up before heading the highway home. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about the voiceover style video. It's my first one, and I plan on getting a better microphone for recording these videos in the future. I'd love your feedback on what you think about it. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it.